to the cross. Feeling brand new, was trying to get my hands dirty like the number 42. Temptations calling my name when I ride in sin. Something telling me to run home, Jackie Robinson. Image was everything, traded it for godliness. Roll with the scars and wounds, it was obvious. Thinking back to Prometheus, Robert Ram shot at 03. Addicted to this rap thing like it owned me. Way back, rising punchline and trying to ride out. Chris Diss on the track, one how we signed out. Blaze from Harlem, Blizz on the team too. Scene came around, ain't no telling what the team do. Funny how the crew you ride with will change everything. Trying to keep an image, willing to give away anything. Ever since I came to the cross, I've been changed. Now I'm carrying my own cross, you can see them bloodstains.
Cross, I've been changed.
Been changed
Since that day, things won't be the
I was
same.
chose by the grace, Christ rose from the grave in my place. Now I live boldly in faith.
By the cross, I've been changed.
Been changed
Since that day, things won't be the
I was
same.
chose by the grace, Christ rose from the grave in my place. Now I live boldly in faith.
You wouldn't believe what I got myself into. My life was mental and bent over metal objects and less to know what the projects and garbage are obvious problems to make myself a legend. But greatness is improbable and my joy became an obstacle. I cursed until my throat bled, idolizing cokeheads, kissing 80s lips until my mouth became a red bed. Lying with the liars and prophesying desires, the opposite of crying. Let my anger run out beside him. And the Lord became a misused, unproven commodity, abiding in a logic that others put up inside of me. Ironically and logically changed my whole philosophy when the Spirit changed my oddities and made them all a common piece. Amazing grace erased in my place. I'll never be able to understand or comprehend the way that the Son of Man finds joy in me and sees me part of royalty. When I pray, never ignore me. On the cross, that's where the glory be.
By the cross, I've been changed.
Been changed
Since that day, things won't be the
I was
same.
chose by the grace, Christ rose from the grave in my place. Now I live boldly in faith.
By the cross, I've been changed.
Been changed
Since that day, things won't be the
I was
same.
chose by the grace, Christ rose from the grave in my place. Now I live boldly in faith. Glorious the Father, Messiah is who I'm honoring. The Spirit is moving and working, the holiness is living inside of him. Talking about the temple, the body's housed in the Spirit in him. Holy Ghost writer, God breathe these lyrics in him. Let the Spirit fill him. God overdose, too complex, brain overload. God's reign is eternal, call it overflow. Look to the heaven, God's sovereign, no horoscope. How beyond that, Apostle Paul kinda changed. Do this for Messiah, unworthy saint what I became. By the cross I was changed, thoughts rearranged. How can I live not for the King? True fellowship found in the work of the Lord. By the cross be united by the source. Unworthy saint what I become by the cross. Made brothers by the man who was God, all is lost.
By the cross, I've been changed.
Been changed
Since that day, things won't be the
I was
same.
chose by the grace, Christ rose from the grave in my place. Now I live boldly in faith.
By the cross, I've been changed.
Been changed
Since that day, things won't be the
I was
same.
chose by the grace, Christ rose from the grave in my place. Now I live boldly in
Won't be
faith.
the same.